What's up, world? Here's your boy again, Red Ant from Red Ant's Views Incorporated. So this will be my third video now. Tonight. So here's what we're gonna do tonight. Got a couple talking points. I just went real quick to try to see what I could line up just my point of view as. I switched my shirt up. Got some feedback that I may not be looking as slim as I thought. And that's fine because I can just start hitting the gym and working it out. Not a big deal. We'll get that going. Appreciate the feedback. Subscribe. Hit that button. Subscribe. All right. So on today's, which this is old news because SmackDown is taped on Tuesdays, but on today's SmackDown just released that the chairman and the CEO, blah, 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 Vince McMahon is going to, thank goodness, he's going to let his viewers, the WWE Universe, sample that WWE Network for free for the month of November. For the month of November, you can get on to WWE.com, and I'm not doing no cheap plug for them. I'm going somewhere with this, so check it out. You can get on WWE.com, and I don't know what the gimmick is this time around, but last time I think it was like a 6-month subscription or something. But regardless of the situation, actually I can pull it up right now on my smartphone here. Check that out. If I can see if I can focus it, maybe not. Well, anyway, WWE Network's right here. Get November free, including Survivor Series. Sign up now. So I'm going to actually read November's free. Receive free of charge for the entire month of November, including Survivor Series on Sunday the 23rd. New simplified pricing plan. The network will be available $9.99 per month, no commitment. The ability to cancel at any time. The new signing up today, which was yesterday, the 31st. All right, so let's see. Able to online going, blah, blah, blah. All right, for complete listing, blah, blah, blah. All right, there's some kind of gimmick in there to get you. But here's where I'm at. I got the WWE Network, and okay, let me stop real quick, guys. I switched up the mic. I'm attempting to use the headset because I don't think it was using the headset last time. So I'm just kind of working back and forth. If that doesn't work, I got my beats right here. I might try those out. These are my older beats. They're I don't know, solos or whatnot, solo HDs. So if those don't work out, I'll just go. We'll figure something out. You guys let me know. Give me some feedback. I'd really appreciate it. All right, so train of thought. Sorry about that, guys. So I got the WWE Network. I think it came out February, end of February, something like that, like 25th, 26th, 27th, some shit like that. All right, so signed up for it, no problem. It was already on the PS3, ready to go. No issues with that. All right, the first WrestleMania, I think it was WrestleMania or right after WrestleMania, no, February. So the first pay-per-view, which was probably like, what, Chamber, right, or whatever, or the Royal Rumble, one of those two. Watched that. I'll tell you what, I watched the match, and I had people over, and it was so annoying that it would go through the match, and then it would skip backwards. Go through again, and skip backwards. It's like, I'm already seeing a little bit ahead, and you take me right back, and that's because of the glitch in the Matrix. It's not some kind of shit that there's, oh, your internet's not working, because let me tell you, I'm rocking that 4G over here, okay? And if it's not 4G, it's going to be super, super quick, all right? It's got to be quick around here. I'm running so much network. So that's what I don't understand. And then I saw everybody I know, how's your network doing? It glitches here and there. So if the WWE Network is glitching for live events because we're streaming too much, we are now offering a free month of subscriptions for the WWE Universe that's sitting at 731,000 subscribers who are currently paying for it, right? So that doesn't include all the leeches out there that get the code to their friends and then jump on the network and and hit that stream as well. Okay, so in my opinion, the more people you have out there, if you're giving it out for free, you're just cutting the quality as it comes out. I mean, if you look at NXT by itself, when it broadcasts on the actual network, and nothing against Ring of Honor, it's not as bad as Ring of Honor with the lighting, but just the graininess and the quality should be that much better. They call themselves the Netflix or whatever, Netflix but better. Bullshit. Because you know why? When I go on Netflix, it comes right up. I can scroll left and right. I can jump into a movie. I can check it out. If I leave that movie, guess what? It saves that place. I can jump out to another one. It gives me suggestions. It starts compiling things with the algorithm or whatever the case may be that I'm pretty sure that old boy that you guys scooped up to come run your network could actually figure that out. All right, so I digress. So more traffic. All right, so check this out. So then my next thing was the Monday Night Wars, right? And that's a more recent event because all the pay-per-views are going to lag now. I've just come to grips with it. All the pay-per-views are going to lag. And if I start a pay-per-view in one room, right? So let's say I got the game room. You guys are privy to the office / man cave / Red Ant's cave. So I can have one going on in here. I can have one on the phone going. I have the big screen in the family room and the game room outside as well. All right, you got people over. Nobody wants to congregate in the same room. You would think that I could stream it throughout the different devices and it'd be one stream. No, they're all going to glitch backwards. Don't get it twisted. They're all going to glitch. However, they'll never be in sync with either one of them. So one room will always be ahead, the other one will be behind. So it's like living in the Matrix. It's like living in the present, past, and the future. And then you get to repeat it because the shit skips backwards like a broken CD. It's so annoying. All right. The Monday Night Wars. When I subscribe to this network because they talk about all this great content, all this programming, all this stuff. And let me take a second to shout out because I do watch religiously the Don Juan Banks from Enter the Arena and General Jerry. Okay, so let me get that out there. So I completely see your guys' point of view. I'd definitely like to be on a hangout. I just like talking about this stuff. I really do. I enjoy it. But I really just want to give honest feedback as to what I experienced on the network. So, in my opinion, the playback quality could be improved. Okay, straight up. On multiple devices, streaming across multiple devices, I should be able to do that. When I have the NFL ticket, I can stream multiple games throughout my house. I can stream it on the phone. Everything will work in sync. No problem. When I do Netflix, I can do it on multiple devices, watch different movies with no lag. Starts me right back at the correct place. Even the damn DVRs are smart enough, at least the DirecTV one, you can switch room to room and you're good. For some reason, the WWE Network feels that you should rewatch everything from the beginning and not hold your place, right? So the one thing I will say, and kudos to them, that on some of their actual programming, they've actually, gone back and put little timestamps or whatever to where the entrance is, the finisher, and whatnot. So if you don't care about spoiler alerts, by all means, go ahead and do that. At least it's a good way of breaking it down. It gives you a little stopping point. But don't expect it throughout the whole, everything in the network, the whole catalog. It's going to be maybe on the older ones, but not the, I don't know, not in the 70s, not for those. So maybe the ones in the 90s. some of the Attitude Era, I'd say, but they're not all going to be as easy to maneuver like that. So don't get excited over that. And the reason is the investment. I mean, clearly that monetary hit that the WWE took is now being prevalently seen. Okay. We see no pyrotechnics. We see commercials being cut in the middle of the matches. We see them blatantly just whoring themselves out to the network at $9.99. And I can appreciate that. However, don't just give me all that nonsense. All right. And then lastly, like, I'm gonna get back to the network, but this WWE, the Raw is just how much talking and promos and developing, or should I say, rather not developing storylines can we deal with? I mean, honestly, it's just, I can tell you schematically pretty much, and you know what, and I might do this just for giggles and shits. I'm going to try and predict the layout for the Raw for, I guess, next week. Let's just call it next week, Monday. I'm going to say we're going to start off with an authority promo. Some authoritative figure is going to come out and bullshit, blah, 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 talk about nothing, bore us to death, and then they're going to announce the main event. Let me guess. The main event will somehow, for some reason, include Kane, I don't know, Seth Rollins, and then random jabronis who they're going to beat up for the week. I don't know. At this point, my motivation to sit there and watch, and which I don't ever watch Raw live, and if you do, you're a fucking idiot because you are just asking to even hate life even that much more. If I could not fast forward through the bullshit promos and some of the, like my girlfriend calls it, when the divas come out, it's time for concessions. Although some of them are getting better, but they're not like the divas division, the women's division that was back in the day. It is what it is. Nothing too great there. All right, so the WWE Network, it's like a college kid gets a project. Like, let's say you were in college. Shit, you could even say you were in high school. You got a project. You guys are a group leader. Here, you're going to be in charge of this table of contents. You're going to do the body. You're going to do the conclusion. And you're going to put the presentation together. Cool. We hash it out in front of the teacher. That's exactly what happens at the WWE. Bet. They have their meeting, their production meetings. Hey, so here's what we're going to do for the network. You're going to handle this. You're going to handle blah, blah, blah. They go out, they plan their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They bullshit around the office. They probably suck each other off and tell them how great, their network is doing right now. And then at the last minute, they're like, oh, man, you know what? We got this deadline due, and we're supposed to have something up on the network like in 2 hours, guys. And it might even be like the Monday Night War that we've been promoting so hard. All right. So something like that, then you can't even get it. They promote the stuff so hardcore, and then like you go onto it. Heaven forbid you go onto something when everybody else is on there, because you're going to get a coded error at some point. You're going to get kicked out of it. You're going to get an error message. And I'll tell you what, and this is a true story, and I wish I would just have done this scenario before. I did I was trying to watch the Monday Night War, right? Right after Monday Night Raw, because they told me to, but I watched that shit so late, so hopefully nobody's on it. And by the way, when you watch the replay of the pay-per-views, they're a little bit better because everybody's not watching it and it's not streaming live, which is kind of a shit selling point. But there you have it. Where was I? I digressed. The college kids, blah, blah, I put it together last minute. The end. All right, so I'm watching the WWE jump over to the network, try to get on that Monday Night War, get this coded error on the PS3, mind you. And I love my PS3 to death. I've had it since 2006. Hasn't let me down yet. All right, I have a PS4 as well. So I put it on the PS3. I got a code error. I was like, all right, no problem. Let me go ahead and jump out of the actual interface, jump back in it. It happens. Technology. I get it. Great. Nothing. No results. All right, so I jump over to the PS4, shut down the PS3, try to get the network on there, try to get Monday Night War. Yeah, that's not happening either. There's no response. There's an error, however, code error, error playback, something like that. So what I ended up doing, and I took a picture of it, and I tweeted Vince McMahon, at Vince McMahon, Stephanie, Triple H, whoever supposedly gives a shit about the WWE, including WWE Universe, just hashtag WWE, hashtag WWE Network. And I even made one, WWE doesn't give a shit, or something like that. Network doesn't care about you. Because I cannot get and watch the Monday Night War. And to you, that may be petty, but if you just want to watch that, I mean, you grew up on something like that at broadcasting, hey, you want to watch it. You can't even get on it. So I shoot the picture, I tweet it, I compare both of my TVs. I literally put the TNA that I was watching live, mind you, I was watching TNA Impact, which is not live, I'm sorry. The TNA Impact, I hate the way that shit sounds. So Impact Wrestling was on one TV. The frozen screen, let's call it, was on the other TV. Took a picture of that, tweeted it, and I was like, which one do you think I'll be watching today? And so I gave them shit for about, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours I was giving them shit. And I swear to you, as soon as it kicked on, my phone went off. The WWE charged me because I threatened on Twitter that I guess I'm going to drop my subscription because I can't even watch a goddamn program, the Monday Night War that they've been broadcasting so hardcore. Shit you not, they cut it on. Magically, the Monday Night War started playing, and I got a nice reminder saying that you're going to get charged for the WWE Network or whatever, or your monthly bill. Bitch, it wasn't even the end of the month. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I just thought you guys should know that. All right. I had to get that off my chest. I really had to get that off my chest. How much time do we have left here? Oh, we got plenty of time. All right, so let's continue then. Procrastinating. Yep. So all they do is procrastinate up there. They don't give a shit about the actual programming. Okay, so let me take a step back and tell you what I do with the network, right? So every day there's actually a pay-per-view going on. So I have now gone through a bunch of pay-per-views that I have never seen in my life. And if you think about it, growing up, unless you're some kind of rich fucking kid, which in that case, good for you, there's no way you watch every pay-per-view that it was ever produced by the WWE and the WCW. So $9.99 alone, or even if you get the code for free for the month of November, it's probably well worth it to watch every pay-per-view, or at least every WrestleMania that you can get your hands on, because it is a clean presentation. I understand it has been cut down, and I can vouch for that because, well, I can say both ways. On some of the pay-per-views, seem to be a little bit longer back in the day. Some of them are running like 3 hours, 45 minutes, legit, all wrestling straight through. But then some of them really feel short, like they've been time-lapse, like they've been cut short. And honestly, I haven't watched all the pay-per-views, all the WrestleManias, so that does not make me a fan, but, growing up, you just don't have that, your parents don't got that kind of money. You can't just go out there and watch a pay-per-view every month, $49, $59, $69 a month, all right? And these are for the And that's just for the WrestleMania for $70 a month or whatever back in the day. Hell no. You'd be lucky to even get cable to watch your WWE on. I used to have to go over to my friend Jonathan's house and go and watch WWE, and I would get WCW free on Saturdays, Saturday morning, watch some WCW. I don't know what it was called, but I remember seeing Sting and all that on there. But that, and that was free. All right, so anyway, fuck. So I got to start writing down. So clearly, this is my learning experience. I get it. I'm ranting. I'm raving. I understand this, So, but bear with me there. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm trying to get it all out. It's, I think it's because I'm a fan that and I'm not even chopping them up hard. I'm just strictly stating what has happened and what the presentation of that product looks like to me. And if I'm seeing it, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that can see it. All right, but for $9.99, I mean, the playback quality is there. The original content, let's see, the original content would include, the original content would include the Monday Night War, and then in theory, isn't all their shit original content? I mean, it's all there, so it's original. Or they, I guess because they copied it from, I don't know. But either way, so you got the Legends House that's on there, the Countdown Show, and this is the thing. So we got this bullshit season now, right? So we're in the, we should call this the season era. They got the reality, the ruthless aggression, what is it? Attitude era, the golden, silver, all that fun stuff eras in the WWE. I don't understand. I just don't understand how you can run a network, promote it so hardcore, want everybody to buy it, and then give it away for free, and then expect all the content and everything to stream properly. All right, so the original content, here we are, original content, and let me make a side note here because, and I'll learn this for future reference. I'll write everything down prior, but the original content included the countdown. So I went on a tangent about the actual, what was it? The seasons, right? Because I don't know if it was a month or two ago, where WWE was like, season premiere. How the fuck do you have a season premiere on a show that's episodic, that is like a soap opera, and is continual? It doesn't stop, all right? So you have a season premiere. All right, so the same thing with the original programming. These people, these college kids, or at this point, it's probably just one person working all the tapes and just uploading them to this one machine as quickly as he can before Vince goes, you're going to go, you're cut, you're fired. And why? To save a buck. I'll do it. He'll do it himself. That's the kind of guy he is. He's a G. All right, but the original content, the countdown alone, if you go back and check your dates on there, they're not updated. All right, some of the dates are all just completely wrong. It's because they don't care. There's no editing going on. They'll tell you this is the date for a program. You'll go to the date of the program, and it's completely out of sync. You'll go into the interface to try and get, let's call it countdown. You want to go countdown from one of the screens, one of the touch screens, so you can slide it over or whatever. You touch it. You may or may not get it there. You may have to go and go through the shows, find the drop-down menu, find the programming you're looking for, find what category, WWE, WCW, ECW, go through that route. And that may be hit or miss too. So once you crack the code of how to actually access your programming, then you can actually sit down and watch some original content. that is put out there at the last minute and may or may not be updated, because the WWE network doesn't give a shit about you. All they want to do is take your money and feed you all this programming that they say is original. Great. It's original, but it's late constantly. If I was late to work, as much as these fuckers are inconsistent or late or have so many just errors on their shit, I'd be fired. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so actually, this is a great time. Let me just segue here real quick. My main man right here. That's Mr. Jarvis Mallington, Esquire. What's up, buddy? All right. He was over here making a little bit of noise. You want to say what's up to y'all? So let's see here. All right. So we talked about the countdown. We talked about the seasons. I may do a Raw review. I don't know. I see a lot of people out there doing reviews for the pay-per-views, the Raws. Some of them good, some of them bad. I'm trying to keep a positive spin on things. I'm a pretty optimistic person, but there's a breaking point at some point, guys. You can't just put out crap product and expect people to keep coming back to it. You know, I've gone, I'm liable to just record it over, every week until it actually looks good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore with it. It's just, some things are hit or miss. The WWE is consistently a miss. Just the way they just run their programming, just the storyline so far. I mean, nothing that I can say. I don't know. I watch it, and this is the funny part. I tell people I'm a pro wrestling fan, I'm a WWE fan. I watch Impact, Lucha Underground. If you guys don't know, it's on El Rey. Just kicked up on Thursday. So I don't know about that Lucha Underground. I'm gonna write that down because I want to talk about that. Because I didn't see anybody out there talking about it yet. I saw promotional stuff for it. I don't know too much about it, except I think I saw like a Mark Burnett was producing it. And I did watch it. I don't have El Rey Network, but I did get my hands on it. Because DirecTV, for some reason, doesn't have El Rey as my regular channel. So I would probably have to upgrade to that one channel to get it. Unless they would just, hand it out to me or whatever. All right, so the presentation there was different, but we'll come back to that. Let me parking lot that conversation. And if my connection goes out, it's because Mr. Mallington is right behind the computer and he's looking at me. Jarvis, stop it. All right, so moving on. That's it. Yeah. Let's leave it at that for now. Let's leave it at that. Let's recap. We talked about we're going to give it away for free. It's doing so well that we're just going to give it away for free, at least for the month of November. I don't know what the gimmick is to tie you into it. I don't care because I already got it, so it's not even a big deal to me. But we got that out of the way. The playback quality on some of the live events initially were shitty. And then after further investigation, it's just not as shitty. But it definitely looks like the shit is bootlegged at some point. All right, it does look like you get the stream and hold on, guys. Sorry about this. 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, Mr. Meowington was getting aggressive over here with the, I guess he wanted to type something up for you guys. All right, so back to where were we at? Recapping. All right, so WWE issues with the network. All right, so we'll come back to then is Lucha Underground. And that might be the next video I do, only because it's fresh. And I might just rewatch it right now because it wasn't horrible. Let's put it that way. It wasn't horrible. And I think the best part of it was that it was like 45 minutes long, maybe an hour, which is just like NXT. So when you actually have limited time, oh, and it's edited too because it's not live, like NXT. So you can fit a lot of stuff in there, and you can cut the presentation. And I understand the Raw, the WWE, and they're live and their 3-hour contract in the USA and how it's a money machine and blah blah blah. But if you're just gonna fill the 3-hour slots with just bullshit and infomercials, just throw all the damn WWE Network infomercial on there and be done with the first. Or like they used to do, they would tell you that we've taken all of our commercial breaks for the night, so from here on out we're coasting, right? So the idea would be, why wouldn't you just, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, strategically program or have your segments cut to a way where you don't have to cut in and out of a match. Why don't you cut out during a promo? Because nobody gives a shit. Cut out when the Authority comes out. When the Authority comes out and they're doing their fucking entrance and they're looking around and doing all this stupid shit, that's a great time for a commercial break. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I mean, if anything, you can do because the 3 hours really is filled with bullshit promos, right? Just talking, promoting the network, and then commercial breaks with Limited Wrestling. We should call this the Limited Wrestling Company because they hardly ever wrestle. So, yeah. And that in itself is another, I don't know, 15-minute topic or whatever. However long we've been going on this. But I appreciate whoever's watching out there, guys, because I'm just out here doing this just because, all right? So I'm going to see if I can, maybe add a couple of people to this. I know I'm posting it live. I'm recording it live, and then I can post it. But I know I can get some people involved, so I'm going to look into that, see what I can do. If I do even get a platform where anybody's watching out there. But it doesn't matter because I get to get it out there, and it feels good. It feels good to just rant and rave and not get upset and get it out there. All right. So I went over all those issues. Let's see. What else is on Raw that we could easily talk about? That's just, I don't know. I don't even want to go there anymore. I'm actually, you know what? I think I'm good on that subject. I think I pretty much let you guys know that my experience with the WWE Network has been rocky, to say the least. I haven't missed a pay-per-view since, and I do watch the pay-per-views every day, so I constantly am streaming a pay-per-view a day, if not 2 a day, when possible, that is, when I'm sitting down, even if it's just in the background on one of the TVs, just so I get my goddamn money's worth. And then some of the stuff's actually really awesome. Like, you think you remember a match, and then it kind of triggers a memory as to, oh, this was the build-up, I remember this, and then that may lead you to go to YouTube and kind of look at that. So it's all, and I'm a big geek for that. I mean, I'll go and do some research on the YouTube and check out, like some old match that came prior to the actual build-up of the actual pay-per-view. And then, or I'll listen to some podcasts, I'll listen to other channels out there, that are, you guys are doing a thing as well. And I can completely see where you guys are coming from. I mean, it's a great outlet. It is awesome to just, not keep it all bottled up, but at least I can say, I'm out there. I'm just trying to get my point out there. I mean, that's what the channel is called. It's Red Ants Views. I mean, that's all I'm trying to do is put out my views and they get some views, and then get you guys jump on board. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. I don't think I'm gonna keep it a fun channel. All right, I'm not gonna get too serious, too negative, too pissy face. I don't want to do that to myself. I want to come in here, come into the office, come into the big cave, and sit down and talk to you guys about what's going on. What I'm seeing on the WWE, new movies coming out, any comics or whatever. A little bit about me, actually. I would say I'm a comic book fan. I'm a big Batman fan, but that's another topic we'll get into. So, as this thing goes, we can just, move on and see what we can talk about. But I think I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. The WWE Network is apparently free for the month of November. So I will be planning on getting slow, shitty service for this month as far as pay-per-view goes. And heaven forbid there's an NXT takeover that's live and people are watching it, because then that shit's just going to be slow too. All right, guys. Well, this is Red Ant. I'm going to be signing out. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit me with a like. Leave a comment. Let me know what's up. All right. Red Ants Views Incorporated. Signing out.